Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. And tonight, our matchup, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Boston Celtics. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away.
Well, guys, Kemba Walker is a multiple-time All-Star. But from his first seasons in the league, stardom was not assured. Even he said, "I never saw myself playing at this level. There were times I didn't know if I even belonged in the NBA. I guess you could say I'm surprised." Now, Kevin, every player has those doubts at the beginning, but few overcome them the way Kemba has.
David, he's come a long way. Thank you. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll start out on the road and play the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And for that matchup with the Magic, it won't be an easy one given it is coming on the back end of a back-to-back. But they've been playing some fantastic basketball lately. And when you are winning back-to-backs, you're feeling good about yourself.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Smart, the guards. Daniel Tice out there with Hayward. And it's Williams at the 5 roaming the paint. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Here's Walker. And Smitty, once again, teams are switching defensively more than ever. As a side benefit, does that help defenders, you think, preserve some energy and some stamina for the game?
Yeah, I think it does, Kevin. I really think if you have the personnel to be able to switch. Some teams don't, and I think they're copycat leagues. And you see the championship level teams switching, so you think you can. There are some teams, they just got to flat out come out and trap, rotate, and understand, give up shots to guys that you don't shoot a high percentage and live with that, because sometimes, especially big guys, they put them on an island and it's just not fair.
Good point. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Rarely frazzled. They play with a pretty even temperature, in my opinion, throughout this entire game.
It's deflected, and they're able to recover.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Shoots from the baseline. Williams can't get it to go. The Hawks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. Here's Herter, guarded by Smart. Kicks to Hunter. 5 on the clock. The three-pointer is right on target.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Walker against Young, and it's Walker penetrating, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Clint Capella.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
And so Walker nails both of them.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Young passes to Collins. Here's Herter. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Smart. And it's Walker penetrating. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Walker against Young. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
We saw that coming all the way. Trae Young just doing what he does best.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Boston. Trailing by 2. Hayward outside. The 3. He can't get that one. And Atlanta will come the other way. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Walker surveying the floor. Outside, Smart. Back to Walker. To the middle. It's stolen by Capella. Young for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there. And I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
The Hawks leading by 4. Here's Herter. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. Collins in the post. Fended by Hayward. Shot by Collins, no good. Celtics have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Now here's Hayward. Not a lot of room. Here's Smart. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And slam dunk by Smart.
And this is where Smart's at his best, being aggressive, going towards the rim.
And here's Young. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Pass to Capella. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Capella, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Atlanta shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
That's good from Capella. Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Celtics. Both free throws good from Capella. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
Walker dishes to Brown to the inside. Just 5 to shoot. And Hayward with the stuff.
The deceptive athleticism of Hayward catches defenders off guard. He can certainly throw it down.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. There's the pass to Collins. Young passes to Herter. Off target with his 3.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And let's run down for you the top 3-point shooting point guards in the league this season. In the 3rd spot, Trae Young.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
It is. The ball is in their hands, and these guys feel comfortable stepping back behind that line and knocking it down.
The first free throw is good.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. And it's tied up with that one. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Here's Herter. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Here's the floater. And Hayward with the block.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with his offense.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. Sometimes, Smitty, you see someone make a pass and wonder, how did he even see that guy? I mean, it's amazing to me.
Yeah, I think Chris Paul leads that list. I think from a big Jokic, Trae Young is a young guy, Ben Simmons, Doncic, those guys see the floor extremely well.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
Atlanta making a switch here. Teague's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Cantor's checked in, and so he's able to get 1 of 2. And Coach Pierce works as an assistant general manager in the offseason. Steve able to learn that side of things and have a voice in acquisition.
That's very important. They are building something special in Atlanta. He's going to play a big role in that as well.
And so it's Boston with it, following the bucket by the Hawks. The 9-foot shot, it's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Outside Teague. To the right side. Hunter, no one around him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hunter's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Hawks. And it's Walker penetrating. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Walker's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Here's Teague. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Teague feeling it out a bit. It's hauled in by Brown.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And it's Williams with the jam.
So explosive around the basket. Williams, when the pass is on target, expect him to finish with the rim rattler.
Stolen by Walker. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Walker leading the charge. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Walker. And now a 4-point Celtic lead.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Young, providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. Pass to Hunter. Lob pass to Capella. Capella. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing
He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now, here's Walker. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
And one great play leads to another with Teague. His fast hands and fast feet, making things happen.
Walker the pass to Cantor. Over Collins. Rebounded by the Hawks.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Teague can't hit.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Walker the pass to Williams.
Boy, he is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul him.
It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Williams.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Jones comes in for Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. And it's Bembry in for Trae Young. And Williams drops them both. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 2. Here's Bembry. He's covered by Brown. Teague with a clean look. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
This is what you do when your opponent's trying to take away the 3 and the painted area.
Here's Wanamaker. Teague covering. Cantor. That one off the back iron and out.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And that one is good.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Here's Wanamaker. Teague covering. Brown outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Brown's got 8 points. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now here's Teague. He had a big outing in that Mavericks game as well. Here's Tatum.
Oh! I tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
The Hawks trail by 3. Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Passes it to Cantor. He kicks it to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Brown, and Jones sends it back, and he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Atlanta's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. And the call will be against Brad Wanamaker. That's his first foul. .105 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Dedmon. Here's Bembry. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And Teague, here we go.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Here's Brown. And there's the pass to Poirier. And a missed layup. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Teague left side. To the middle. Now here's Jones. Guarded closer. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And the Hawks lead by 1. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Right wing takes the 3. They get the rebound. Over in the corner, Brown. Boston again missing. From deep three-point range, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. We come back right after this. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Boston. Brown is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Poirier in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Free throw good, Teague. Well, this term load management now is something you hear about, read about all the time, Steve. Do you think we'll ever see the regular season shortened by a few games?
You know, Commissioner Silver has talked about it, and it's been thrown around 75 games. I will say the NBA has done a fantastic job, along with the Players Association. There's longer off seasons. And there are also longer time throughout the All-Star games, and there's not as many back-to-backs.
Well, Jeff Teague, one of the more calm players at the line, always looks to be in control.
In the corner, Tatum with it. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And getting very close to seeing our final list of contestants for the dunk contest. And you know everybody in the discussion right now really wants to compete.
Who wouldn't? If you got the hops and the repertoire, you want to show what you can do.
And you look at Collins, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And we're getting closer and closer to having our contestants determined. So be sure to stay tuned, as we'll be bringing you updates very, very soon.
And partner, if we had the contest today, I'd be happy with the group we have right now.
Now Smart after the missed 3 from Cam Reddish. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tipped away. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Teague. That one rolling around and rims out. Celtics trail by 3. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Cam Reddish.
As tough as they get, Smart's a bulldog out there, does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating it. Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
And the first one drops. You know, Greg, defense a given for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
Boston making a switch here. Hayward's checked in. And so, Smart nails both of them.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Now here's Teague. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Reddish kicks to Jones. Free throw line jump shot. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for Boston. They trail by 1. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
You can bet his name is at the top of every team scouting report. Hayward is a go-to scorer.
The Hawks have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Pass to Reddish. Outside, Jones. He feeds it to Teague. Plenty of space. Bucket is good. Teague's got 6. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Here's Wanamaker. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Now here's Tatum. He's guarded closely. For 3, Hayward cans it from downtown.
Not the guy you want to let catch fire. Hayward better be first on your mind.
And Atlanta has possession. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Now here's Smart. 8 points his last outing. Hayward outside. And Jones sends it back. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. Here's Wanamaker after the basket by Atlanta. Shot clock at 3. Here's Smart. And Jones pulls it down. The Hawks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Now, here's Reddish. He's covered closely, and the foul on Marcus Smart. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Atlanta. And the Celtics also making a change. Tice is checked in. And the Hawks with possession here. Teague with the ball. 6 points for him. That shot off the mark.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Wanamaker looking over the floor. Here's Poirier. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Some terrific NBA players right now out of Michigan State. Smitty, we know that's your alma mater. Which of those guys do you enjoy watching the most?
Kevin, I really enjoy watching all of them because I've got a close relationship with all our Michigan State Spartans. Gary Harris, Draymond Green, Jaren Jackson Jr., Bryn Forbes, Denzel Valentine, and the list goes on. I love because I watch them and I know they're going to come out and play extremely hard because of Tom Izzo and the Michigan State brand of basketball.
And he can't get the first one. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. John Collins comes in for Damian Jones. Hunter's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. Young is subbed in for Teague. Kemba Walker is checked in for the Celtics. And he's good on the second. Here's Herter. Pass to Young. Back to Herter. Releases. The Hawks again can't hit. Boston trailing. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul. On defense, Atlanta. Hayward kicks to Smart.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
Young's shot is off.
With floor spacing at a premium, they need him to hit these shots. Made just that one in the first.
Here's Tice. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Tice has got his first points in this one.
This is the patience we talk about. Hayward waiting that extra half second, finds the open man.
Young taking his time here. Now the dish to Collins. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Walker against Young. It's Smart with the drive. That one doesn't go. Good work defensively by Capella. Young in the corner. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Celtics.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
Outside, Smart. Pass to Tice. The Celtics working the ball around now. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Celtics. And a miss there off the inbound. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Young. Now the pass to Hunter. Kicks it to Capella. Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Herter. And the basket is good. Now it's a 3-point Hawks lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Brown outside. Boston again missing. Hawks have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Celtics trail by 3. Walker the pass to Tice. Over Collins. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Now, here is Young. He has 5. Poirier grabs the miss. Inside, Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
And when you let Brown get close to the hoop, you face the consequences. Just a tremendous athlete with unreal dunking ability.
Walker against Young. Pass to Herter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Capella. Young passes to Hunter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists tonight.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
Smitty, interesting fact about Trae Young. Drafted by the Hawks, but he has a strong fear of birds.
Wow. also heard he even had a meeting with their mascot, Harry the Hawk, to get a comfort zone with each other. They're cool now, but Trae Young, not a fan of other birds.
For Boston, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. And the Celtics making a change here. Cantor's checked in.
One shot. And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
Now, here is Young. 5 points in the game. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Brown drops them both. And Atlanta has possession. It's a 3-point game. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Collins finds Young. 6 on the shot clock. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on one of them.
We call it off the bus range. Trae Young can shoot from the half-court logo with confidence.
That's good from Young. And that deep range opens up everything for Trae Young.
You have to take away his airspace, Kevin, as soon as he crosses mid-court. And with this tight handle, he punishes the defense when they apply pressure.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks, trailing by 2. Capella, the pass to Herter. Oh, good with the triple. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Brown, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I admire the energy that Brown plays with, so great at getting to the line.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
His offensive approach tonight has been aggressive, and it's paid off with a lot of trips to the line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Brown. Boston making some changes. Robert Williams comes in for Daniel Tice. And it's Tatum in for Gordon Hayward. That one is no good. The Hawks trail by 3. Young with no one around. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Let's have a look at some league leaders from the last 10 games. Here are the highest scoring point guards in the NBA during that time. The 4th spot held by Trae Young.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in our league. I mean, to see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
There are so many point guards in this league today who can put points on the board. Just look at those numbers.
The first free throw is good. And Brown drops them both. Now Young. He's got 8. They get a hand on it. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Brown the pass to Canner. And Canner throws it down.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Young against Walker. They get it back. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
The Hawks shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And the Hawks making a change here. Reddish is checked in.
One of the most exciting, memorable players in college basketball history. Trae Young is incredible.
Young against Walker. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Capella. The Hawks trail by 4. Young inside. Working on Walker. Young dishes to Hunter. Over in the corner, Reddish. Off the left rim and out.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Walker the pass to Brown. It's stolen by Capella. Young for 3. Not going to go that time. So the Celtics will take it the other way.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
And the turnover again by Boston. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Capella.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Here's Herter from deep. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Walker against Young. Walker the pass to Williams. It's Brown on the wing. Down low, here's Walker. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 4 assists in the game.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Clock management, this is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Hawks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That free throw, no good.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Atlanta making some changes. Jones checked in for Capella. Dwayne Dedman comes in for Hunter. And DeAndre Bembry's subbed in for Kevin Huerter. The Celtics also with a sub. Brad Wanamaker's checked in for Walker.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
Here's Wanamaker, and the layup's good off the glass. Wanamaker's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
The Hawks trail by 4. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the paint, here's Jones. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. His three-pointers off the mark. Fast break, the Hawks. 4 seconds left. Offensive rebound.
And you know what helps Williams defensively? He just keeps moving his feet, and he has such quick reaction.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think of your team's energy in the first half?
I think the energy's fine. I thought we did look a little gassed at the end of that first stint for some of our starters, but I thought for the most part it was good.
Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here, welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. We saw Kemba Walker lighting it up in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, the shooting accuracy was on point. It was good play calling, of course, by the coaching staff, but it was great execution by the team.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks?
You know, they haven't shot the ball very well. Not nearly enough quality looks. Right now, this game could easily come down to shot selection and how they run their offense. They need to keep the ball moving and generate better looks.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Huerter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
He does a good job of making quick reads and quick decisions off ball screens. Young always looking under control.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Young. He dishes it to Capella. Back to Young. Lobbed up there for Collins. It's not going to go for him.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
And the Celtics with possession here. They lead by 1. Right side to Walker. Latre. And he's good on the 3 ball. Tice has got his 3rd bucket of the night. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Stolen by Walker. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Huerter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D.A., thank you as always. Here's Walker. After the basket by DeAndre Hunter.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
Collins kicks to Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. Offline with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
The Hawks trail by 4. To the wing on the left. Huerter. They get it again. Passes it to Collins. Capella with it. He kicks to Collins. Young outside. 4 on the shot clock. Tries yet again. And the jumper is good. Young's got 17 now. You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
Here is Hayward following the basket by Trae Young. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. These players have been dominant on the glass in their last 10 games, leading the NBA in rebounding. The 4th spot held by Clint Capella.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Collins with it, defended by Tice. Outside Collins. And here's Young from the arc. Here's Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. For the tie. Stolen by Smart. Walker with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Stolen by Smart. Goes up and slam dunk by Smart.
Terrific steal. Smart doesn't take a lot of chances, but knows when to pick his spot.
The Hawks trail by 6. Now, here is Young. He's got 17. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For Atlanta, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Teague is checked in for Kevin Huerter. He hits both from the stripe. Boston leading by 4. Right side to Walker. Tice passes to Walker. Outside, Smart. 5 to shoot. Good defensive work there by Young. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Here's Hunter. Hayward with some nice D. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Over Hunter. Hayward can't hit. The Hawks trail by 4. And Teague, here we go. And it's slammed in by Teague.
And when you get as much speed going to the rim as Teague does, sometimes momentum just carries you in to a slam like that one.
Now here's Walker. He's got 17. Good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Young outside to the left side wing. Capella inside. Pass to Teague. Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the reason why that pick and roll was successful was because of the pass from Teague. Just delivered it perfectly.
Walker against Teague. And Walker kicks to Smart. Back to Walker. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And Tice gets it to go.
And we all know Walker can score, but he's also terrific at finding his teammates.
And here is Teague. He's got 8. The pass to Hunter. Over Hayward. Here's Capella. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Clint Capella. 2nd in rebounding. 6th in field goal percentage. And he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And again, look what he's done so far this season. Wiping the boards clean. Ranking 2nd in the league in rebounds. Outstanding effort.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. The Atlanta making some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for John Collins. Reddish comes in for Hunter. And DeAndre Bembry's subbed in for Young. Then for the Celtics, Tatum comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Smart. And he sinks the second. Celtics leading by 4. Walker the pass to Poirier. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got his 16th rebound on the night.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And Teague, here we go. Count it, good. Teague's got 10 points in the game.
And all those hours in the weight room paying off right there for Teague. Nice finish through the contact.
Teague against Walker. Pass to Wanamaker. And here's Tice. And here's Walker outside. Great D that time from Teague. For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Nailed from three-point land. Teague's got 7 points for the quarter.
And when Teague is knocking down the pull-up Jays, it's just devastating for defenders. There is no slowing.
They double-team Walker. Poirier. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And the Celtics lead by 1. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
The Hawks have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Teague against Walker. A nice shot by Teague. He's got 15.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Walker the pass to Tice. Here's Wanamaker. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Enes Kanter's checked in for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown comes in for Brad Wanamaker. That's good from Kemba Walker. The Hawks have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Here's Bembry. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Teague against Walker. Teague kicks to Bembry. Passes it to Reddish. From outside the arc, hits it from three-point range. Reddish has got 7 points in the game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Good work there as it goes. And the Celtics lead by 3.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Well, the book, Greg, is the same for Enes Kanter as it's always been. Great score inside, but his defense leaves you wanting.
And Kevin, at this point, he is who he is. I mean, for better or worse. Kanter is still a force off the bench to give a team some post presence in their second unit, but not sure he'll ever be a player to build around.
Jones checked in for the Hawks. Now, here's Dedmon. He's covered by Kanter. Dedmon dishes to Jones. Outside Teague. The floater. Pass to Reddish. Here's Bembry, guarded by Tatum. Atlanta again missing. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a three-point game, kept alive. The layup off target. Atlanta's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Takes it from 10, and he overshot that one, missing. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Walker the pass to Tice. Over Jones. Tice, no good. Hawks shooting the ball around 43% from the floor so far in the third quarter. And Reddish with the slam.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Now here's Tatum. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Brown. Trains it from 9 feet away. Brown's got 4 points this quarter.
And you got to respect how accomplished Brown is down low, destroying whoever is in his way.
Walker against Teague. And there's the pass to Bembry. Dedmon in the high post. Here's Bembry. From deep. Rebound, Kemba Walker. Walker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The kick out to Tatum. And stolen by Dedmon. Here's Teague. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And I love that Teague didn't slow up when he got inside and went right in and drew the foul.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
shooting 2.
Free throw good. Teague. Atlanta making some changes. John Collins, he's checked in for Jones. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Reddish. And a change for the Celtics. Williams is checked in. And so Teague hits 2 free throws. 1:06 left to play in the third. And Walker kicks to Cantor. Williams with a clean look. Misses the 3. The Hawks trailing. Here's Huerter. He's got 7 for the lead. And Boston with the rebound. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. It's Brown with the drive, and Brown throws it down hard.
And you got to love how seriously Brown takes his ability to score. He has the green light to fire from just about anywhere on the court.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Outside Collins. Top of the key, Teague. Here's Bembry. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Tatum. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jeff Teague.
And what I love about Tatum, he is decisive when his decision-making in terms of driving the basketball. Solid at kind of just putting his head down and creating the angle, and then the strength there to take the contact and force the foul.
First free throw is good.
3rd pick in that 17 NBA draft after a strong rookie campaign. I think Tatum was going to be around for a while.
And so Tatum nails them both. 8 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside Teague. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Celtics leading by 5. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Dan, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
Three tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Celtics leading by 5, and a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter, and it's Tatum in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Walker. Here's Brown. It's rebounded by Teague.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game. The thing is, you want to do everything you can to help your team, and sometimes you just try to do too much.
Collins grabs the miss.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
In the corner, Huerter with it. From outside, off the mark.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half, nothing in the second.
And there's the call on John Collins. And that'll be his third foul so far. The Hawks making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. Smart's checked in for Boston. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Canner. Back to Smart. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Celtics lead by 7.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Teague, the pass to Herter. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. Outside Collins. Drops in the tray.
The more Collins hits this shot, the more valuable he becomes to this offense.
Smart with the ball. Outside Tatum. Back to Smart. Outside Tatum. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Tatum's got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics. So it's Atlanta now. Now Teague passes to Herter and taken away by Brown. All alone and finished off by Brown.
I love the attitude of Brown. If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's seizing it without a second's hesitation.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Teague against Smart. Floats one up. Williams with the block. Here's Brown and finished off by Brown.
And Brown is so aggressive, a masterful penetrator who abuses defenders on the drive.
Atlanta with the ball. They trail by 11. Here's Herter. And nothing is falling for him right now. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Smart finds Brown. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now, here's Hunter. Tight defense on him. Pass to Teague. 6 to shoot. Here's Herter, guarded by Tatum. The Hawks again can't hit.
Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
Rejected by Teague.
And who would have thought it would be Teague to send that shot away? Great block.
From past the arc, buries the long-range jumper. Teague's got 14 points now in the second half.
He wisely chose to pull up for a 3 on the fast break. The defense sucked in to prevent the layup.
Now here's Smart. Brown outside. Back to Smart. Jacks up a 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Smart's got 5 points now this quarter.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Here's Teague. There's the pass to Herter. Lays it up off the glass.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Teague against Smart. Brown outside. Back to Smart. Pass to Tatum. No one near him. Tatum with another miss.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job. This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up.
And here's Smart. Passes it to Tatum. Launches a three. And there's the rebound by Dedmon.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. And then for Boston, Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. Gordon Hayward comes in for Tatum. And Walker subbed in for Jaylen Brown. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thanks, David. Now, here's Teague. That shot off. Excellent D there from Williams. Here's Hayward. Rebound by the Hawks. Here's Hunter. Pass to Teague. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Teague. Williams knocks it loose. Walker against Teague. The double clutch. And Capella sends it back. For the three. But they'll get another chance. The kick out to Teague. Stolen by Walker. Right side, Smart. Well placed alley-oop pass into the layup. And the Celtics lead by 7.
That is how he rolls. A prolific scorer. Walker's been calling his own number tonight.
Walker against Teague. That shot off. So the Celtics will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Smart on the wing. Good work defensively by Capella. The Hawks shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Young's checked in for the Hawks. Hunter dishes to Young. And the pass to Collins. And stolen by Hayward. Picked off in midair. Here's Herter. And he gets it to go. Herter's got 4 points this quarter. Celtics leading by 5. Outside, Walker. In the corner, Smart with it. Back to Walker. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists tonight.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Here's Young. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Shoots over Walker. Shot's good from Young. Young's got 21.
When Trae Young is feeling it, he can rip up a defense. Quick release and a confident stroke.
Walker goes in. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And so he hits both. Here's Young. Hayward with some nice D. Outside, Smart. Rebound by the Hawks. Collins has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Young, it's deflected. Hayward against Collins. Hayward goes in. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. 9 points for Gordon Hayward.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And the Hawks with possession here. 9-point game. Young against Walker. Young outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got 23.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
Walker the pass to Williams. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
2 shots, foul, 2. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Young. And so Young nails them both.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Stolen by Collins. Now here's Hunter, guarded by Smart. Collins passes to Capella. Hunter kicks to Collins. Shot clock at 6. Here's Herter. The Hawks again can't hit.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Outside Williams, out left to the wing. Smart deciding where to go with it. Back to Tice. Over Collins. Tice, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now, here is Young. Hunter with it. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Tice. And it's Williams with the ball for the Celtics. They've led by as many as 11 points. Collins with some nice D. Hawks shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Here's Hunter. Rebound Boston.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Smart goes in, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. Tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
And Young kicks to Collins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, when you play as hard as Collins does, you're going to get to the foul line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5.
What's interesting about John Collins, he plays fast, but he's also measured in his approach.
Good on both. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're leading by 4. 26 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Two-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And they go to the intentional foul. It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Good job. Want to keep fueling that lead. Make your free throws.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Three from the inbound. Here's Capella. Williams with the block. They retain possession.
As usual, beasting inside. John Collins puts defenders in no-win situations.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 5. And he is unable to get the second one. And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Atlanta calls timeout. They trail by 7. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
They are left picking up the remains of their game plan. Better luck next time.
Dishes it to Graham. Pass to Fernando. Fires for 3. Another shot. It counts.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
So it's the Celtics picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Gordon, a great win over a very explosive team tonight.
Yeah, they're a team you got to be physical with them. You know, you can't let them get a rhythm going with the scores and the talent that they have. So we had to really match their intensity, and I thought it was a great win.
I know that's what you guys work on extensively, and it showed tonight. Thanks, Gordon. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.